You can park your Crown Vic on the side of the building.
412
Seems
is
to
going
be
to be at
the
the
opposite
PD right now.
problem.
667. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 officers should be here, not including myself. I'm the 10th behind the desk.
Honestly, I'm in the station.
10 9?
I'm in the station.
10 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
We're
4,
missing
5,
one
6.
person. That's all we're missing.
He just walked in, right?
Yes, sir.
No, there's a total of 9 in here now, and there's a total of 10 in the channel.
10 4. Well, I think somebody just joined. Major, I think Major just joined the RTO.
Okay, yeah, we were all
All
here.
right, all right. Listen up. So I'm doing it in RTO. So basically, we had a 1099. Everybody knows what a 1099 means. It means you drop whatever the hell you're doing and you get to that 1099. However, a 1099 doesn't mean you pull up to the scene of the officer who said he was shot and then you see the suspect go and you join pursuit. The first priority is to fucking get to your officer who's been shot and first aid him. Second arriving officers, third, fourth, and etc. will continue the pursuit. Yeah, you want to catch the criminal who fucking shot your officer, but you want to perform first aid to the downed officer. Now, however, 434 Sync was the officer that was shot. I was performing a field sobriety test DUI. I heard 1099. I dropped what I was doing. I responded and that's when I radioed out. I'm on Sonora Freeway. I don't see you guys. I saw in the chat that 434 said, "What's Crown Vic?" Which I'm not singling anybody out because that's not what I'm here to do. But it was a Crown Vic deputy unit who drove right past him and continued on the pursuit. Why is that? Because you want to get the action, you want to shoot the guns. That's not what RP is. You pass the officer who was down, shot, you respond to him. I saw the message. I completely made a U-turn off Sonora Freeway, and I got to the officer and I began first aid on him. So, if any of you deputies want to own up to which one of you were that drove past the officer, I respect that, and I'm obviously not here to call anybody out. It's a mistake. It happens. Maybe you didn't see him on the side of the road, but again, the point here is 1099 shots fired, etc. Yes, get to the scene. You want to get to the scene. However, if you have an officer on the side of the road who's down, or if you're a first officer on scene to that 1099 and you see the car leave, immediately get that description of the vehicle out and the location of where he's going. But you have to perform first aid to the officer because we role played that 434 Sync died because of failure of an officer duty to respond to him in a first aid instead of just pursuing on to the 1080. So does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So was anybody know which one were you that accidentally possibly drove past the officer? If you want to message me, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I hope it just doesn't happen again. And my biggest point here, because it's not just whoever did that does it. I've seen it a lot. 1099 shots fired. Everybody's excited to get to the scene of the shots fired and shoot. But you got to make sure your officers has medical on scene. Obviously, there's no medical on scene right now, so at least get him perform first aid. But like I said, he died in RP because he had no first aid for at least 5 minutes. Everybody's chasing the suspect, and I was the last person to notice his message at the top that a Crown Vic just drove past me on Panorama Drive. I turned around and I made contact with him. So, but other than that, if anybody has any other things to say, go for it. If not, you guys can all resume 10-8. I just wanted to get that off the chest. So if you're first on scene, respond to that first aid first, and then go ahead. Go ahead, Caleb or Ricky, whoever it was.
I'd just like to say, County, you're actually doing something for once is actually people online. Good, that's good. Because we're normally the smallest department. Obviously, I want to see a few of you spread up around Grapeseed. This is for all of you. Obviously, because Grapeseed is part of Sandy, and if you spread it around Sandy and Grapeseed, obviously you'll get a wider thing. And obviously,